We told you for what? Then a footballer.
Yeah.
A football development. A football being anything.
No.
You have to do everything so because she's for Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the board do for you? No passion for development. Then we know Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections that you not get it. Yeah.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he no tea.
He was 12 years over early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in his garage for 12 years, according to Burger himself.
Yes, yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leaders themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The standards for the type of worker.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from there to where. And said the way forward is a Panama Hall discussion for peace. Then when Burger come now, he is deceived by coming there, the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just taking all kind of way Burger, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
When they sent it to the Senate,
Mm-hmm.
then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Coon, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Burger benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with money.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about 12 years now, he's now president now. We finish campaign for that kind of woman, and he want to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyers. Get 5,000, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I have many seconds why you did this. You know what he told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Burger send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
So Nigeria is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in the second term. They understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. Tell me something. Zero. When I go to Nations Cup now, go to Nations Cup, let's see. Let me do Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise your national team you are experiencing in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
President Bwaka 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the development of some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the street, the road from Kesedi Bolivar to Stewart Street, they were all in the Puebla street, but it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Bwaka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside. Just a final question. Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, and now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government will waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country and people.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Marital Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, Your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberian will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Apologize to you for the tension we created.
2030. Let me say hands up to all of you wherever you are. We are grateful to the Almighty God, and we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Today. Tomorrow, majestic day, we are going to be jumping into the month of July. No matter what the circumstances are, like I always told you, we are getting there. Nothing will stop us from getting there. We will certainly get there. And with God, all things are possible. So with that in place, that is what I do. And of course, let me just try to give you a gist of this, which of course I enjoy so much. This is a prayerful song from one of the greatest artists. So we see. Here we roll. Let's go. And of course, it's quite an interesting song, and I just want to share with you. A lot of things are happening in Liberia, and wherever you are, with God, all things are possible. So we are getting there. We are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible, and we will get there. So as we go on and on, we are getting there. Nothing should discourage you, because when there is life, there is hope. Papa, we did for here. You know, when they say Papa, we did for here. You know what they call Papa, we did for here? That's a song. We did for heaven. Yeah, Papa, we did for heaven. And that's the title of the song. And it's done by a brilliant guy. They called him Will it out? Yeah, of course, a fantastic guy. I think he really did well. I like his songs. They are all fantastic. With God, all things are possible. Papa, we did. What are you liking on that? How you doing? You okay out there? I wish you're getting what you can get. Oh yes, Zion Wave. Yeah, Zion Wave. Papa, we did here for heaven. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And that's why I always come up. And we're coming from a weekend like this, and we are very grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He continues to do for us and share with us. And we are forever grateful. And we will certainly be forever grateful.
Away from heaven, we have one name today. Make your kingdom come on.
Oh yes, we say in the Lord's Prayer.
Push your pass for heaven.
Papa, we did for heaven.
I sing it for heaven. Now so we go be first. Now you with the trust,
oh yes, certainly, Papa, that you with the trust.
We never fear.
No, we don't fear because we trust you. Today is our day.
Forgive us, we never.
And so, folks, we right here on this very time, and so we are grateful to the Almighty God, no matter what the circumstances are. Papa, we did for heaven. So, Papa, we did for 2029.
Save us from
And so Papa God should save us from Wahala. Eh? Yeah, certainly. He will save us. He will always save us from Wahala. JB's Wahala. Okay, folks, so we draw this one down. Yeah, because this is a great piece. All right, folks, how's everything with you? So we're right here together. How you doing? You okay? Yeah. With God, all things are possible. And so we are here together to do what we can. Julie, yeah, you are telling me some things, and it still makes news to me. And I will check it up and see what it is, but it still makes news to me. And I will check it up and see what really it is. So today is Monday, and as a matter of fact, we are still trying with the Radio Entertainment Group. And with God, all things are possible. Never give up. So we're still giving out 4,000 or so forth on this day. So just give away. So that is going to be the star 7 and star 24 hash. Star 7 and star 24 hash. That's what it is. And we just like to announce to you today. We just like to announce to you that the former president, Mr. President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador George Manawia, has departed the country for some. In fact, I want to put it as official because anytime you're going out there for your business, so I want to put it as official visit. He doesn't have his own private time every time he leaves from Liberia. No. So I want to say official visit. He has left the country for official visit, and by the grace of God, he will be back in weeks. He has left for official visit. Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, he will be back. Official visit is a visit that is not private. It's not a private thing. Private thing we can leave this country for. Can you imagine a man is not president? Every time you leave in the country, it's not a private visit. He's leaving this country for your business. That's the whole thing about it. Every time he leaves this country is for your business. He has to go out there to make sure to tell people that Liberia stay alive. Because when our president go, they can't even know whether Liberia still exists. So as a result, the moment he travels and he enters, then they know Liberia is still alive. That he the one can get life. He the one can make people to know that Liberia still living. Or Liberia stay there. So as a result, he leaves. His presence out there, it places the image of Liberia, and it still holds it up. It places and it still holds up the image of Liberia, and that's why it is. So that's what is possible. So we are getting there. So he has left. Let's keep in our prayers that whatever he's going to do, that God Almighty will open doors for him. There are certain people you just have to pray for, because whatever they get, you will get some. So that one, something you got what they call. There are certain people when they say they're traveling, just pray for them, because for whatever they do out there, you will never be left out. So we pray, and that as he's out there trying to look for opportunities, and trying to make his friends to know that he stay around, and those of them that feeling so disappointed and they don't want to come to Liberia again to do what they promised, he's begging some of them that I can't force you, but I still cannot allow you to dash your plans you have for the country. There is still future. So please stay, keep us at heart. Yeah, because he can't force the people now. He left with the government to allow the people. So since the government can't do it, so he still have to beg them that, look, though despite what's happening, though I'm not in charge, but I'm just begging you all to please stay, keep Liberia at heart. There's still future, and there will still be time. Because, in fact, some of those investors whom we have brought here, who are more interested yet to do business here, when they look at how Bwaka treating we are, they say, well, how will we even go do investment down there? Especially when the men know we are your friends. Look, the people get their whole data. They can just put it up. They see that he has dismissed even people whom we are used to carry into hospital. He dismissed all of them. So they believe, but we are friends to you. So we are carrying in projects. We don't think this man deserves it. He's very ungrateful. So as a result, we'll hold back. The day God blesses you, you come back, we'll continue. And now we are stopping them with that Boga conduct stopping them. So because if a level we are one, they will can't do it because we are not care. We are not president in this country. You are playing football when you are saying people should go and do what the thing they can do for library. Think we are getting for that thing, Boga. Boga does not look. We are does not see Boga like any insignificant citizen in this country. So as a result, the most significant people in this country, we would never overlook you people because of Boga business. No attitude of we or Boga will make we to not be able to do what he think he can do for you. Even some of you who insulted in your day SYZ, he still thinks about you people. That's him. He not get time for that thing on your own as well. If Boga was somebody who already sound enough in terms of governance, get my word now. I don't say Boga not sound in terms of governance. You're listening to English. That English are speaking here so. And I'm here to come what they call in terms of governance. If you are somebody, you think we are getting for the thing. In fact, the last time when we are coach came from Brazil, we are saying he wanted a coach. He wanted to talk to him for him to stay here to be with the national team, at least to help train the team for some time at his own expense. He will give the man, he will host the man at ABC compound. Some of the coaches who are we are friends, he began to call them for them to come, for them to discuss it. All of them called up because they scared. They scared. I said the coach that came from Brazil recently. Some of the coaches in charge, he calling them. They don't want to see him. They don't want to go to him. Not that they don't want to go to WIA, but they're scared that when they carry such a proposal, the Ministry of Youth and Sports will hear it, Boga will hear it, they will dismiss our other coach. So as a result, everyone else, even if we want to do good thing, one connect themselves, they can be scared. We don't want to be part of that thing before they can sack me from my job. So you see, that's weird for you. Me and me telling you all the thing, and those are facts. One thing I will not do to you and always assure you people is to lie to you people. You don't deserve it. For you to take your time and everything to say you're listening to me, for me to lie to you, it will not work. I'm not here to make you to feel good. No. The just what I say can make you to feel good. So if it's not there, it's not there. If I'm not able to say, I will not say it. I will never lie to you because I want you to feel good. No. And I let do other prophet or prophetess then who, when you go to their church, though there's no vision today, but every day they will look for some kind of vision because they want you to be happy. They got to look for something to say. No. For us, God creates it every day and he puts it into our heads. So as a result, we are here. Don't here for nothing. With God, all things are possible. People are crying. Just over the weekend, Emma Omaya, she cried. What are Oma who was swearing me and my daughter and everything? Say what the God she say or child Zogo or whatever. I don't know. Like I told you, yeah, please go locate her and see how her condition is like. Because I want after the election, hey, we on there, blah blah blah. She didn't even know me from anywhere. She just jumped on my knee and just start calling the letter. I don't know what to do to her. Well, God there. I can't talk about that here. Whatever she was doing it for herself, and I don't care about whatever she was doing. With God, all things are possible. And we'll certainly get there. Whether you like it or not. Oh, I don't know whether you're missing out on. Oh, okay. That's good. I thought I was missing out on something on this app here. Emma Umayo. The Umayo crime. My man Papa will say I told to get it Uma number and give it to him. Yeah, he called me on Saturday when he saw it. He really was touched. And he said I should give him the Uma number so that he could call her because she said her 3 children also nothing and she voted for Bwaka. Yeah. Emma Umayo said now. Emma Umayo. Yeah. So now, okay. Where's it? How do we play this? Okay. So let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to her.
Telecom. I'm coming to you now. The back of Telecom. This is Positive Media Television coming to you live and direct from Ashman Street. Well, I call with this woman selling lamb and all the things and whatever. Hello, madam. What your name and what?
My knee is Martha.
Your name Martha?
I said my knee is Martha.
Martha?
Yes.
Okay, Martha. How you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
I'm crying because my 3 children out of high school. Up to the time, I don't look at the back. I said, yeah. They follow things, they pass for me. Everything presence clear up. And I'm crying to the government to come in. Government minister should come in. I'm crying for government minister. I don't know he do it duty or he not do it.
Why are you crying for the minister?
I'm crying 10% increasing. They are not ordering anything. They see all goods for chapter for open time. Now they see all good. They are increasing everything.
Okay,
they
increasing.
Okay,
so let me ask you a question. How much do you sell the bitter cola?
The bitter cola bought it really 40,000 for separate. They separate the woman said she won't call body what they said. I don't come on the road.
So how much do you sell one?
I sell one for $100.
$100.
40,000 for the people.
So do you open time? How much were you selling the bitter cola?
That one year, open time was selling $50.
So how much is the lamb?
The lamb, now they feel the lamb come. So that $20 about now or $50. Now they feel the lamb come. And now 3 for 5.
So do you open time lamb or 3 for 5?
Yeah.
So what do you have to tell GMB? GMB can rescue you.
Joseph Waka. Our water go in the dirty water for Joseph Waka.
Oh, so you are unity partisan?
Yes.
Christian, you say what your name again?
Marital David.
Mother David, you voted for Unity Party. Why is it you selling land and then you complaining?
They change with them. They were going to change transfer our life. They were going to rescue us. And at the rescue or they convince us to vote them. They will vote them in the church. So with the market here, we want to do the single parent. We don't have men to save for us. We don't want feeding the pig in the economic time. We're feeding it. Yeah, don't forget about putting people there in Sobi. They rescue mission, they give one. Then they end, they rescue. Yeah, they come. All I wanted to do say they arresting people. When they try to get up, when they forget about everything. Yeah, they come. They come and minister get on the feet. The price is very increasing.
So
nothing dropping.
So you as a unity partisan, you are asking your Senate Bureau, the president of the Reburial,
yes,
15 prices.
Yes.
And you there. Can you imagine bitter cola is $100 for
you
one?
You just starting bitter cola right now. In the market, you can see $100 fees. Feel what goes here. They look at the milk, I get almost 10.
But then why you voted for rescue?
I voted for change. You're not seeing the change.
But if you say you voted for change, during Joe we are done, you was buying bitter cola for sorry, don't cry. Sorry, don't cry, baby.
I tell the 40,000 trouble. I see people don't have me, don't tell me for the trouble. I owe you the teenage young man. I fell out the back of there. I did trouble. I didn't come outside the day. You got to put it on to me. You got credit on the back. And then I'm buying. You got a 10% increase. See, then pay the 40. Why you the winner? So I said they help me. Marital David.
Mother David, you voted for Unity Party. Why is it you selling land and then you complaining?
They change with them. They were going to change transfer our life. They were going to rescue us. And at the rescue or they convince us to vote them. They will vote them in the church. So with the market here, we want to do the single parent. We don't have men to save for us. We don't want feeding the pig in the economic time. We're feeding it. Yeah, don't forget about putting people there in Sobi. They rescue mission, they give one. Then they end, they rescue. Yeah, they come. All I wanted to do say they arresting people. When they try to get up, when they forget about everything. Yeah, they come. They come and minister get on the feet. The price is very increasing.
So
nothing dropping.
So you as a unity partisan, you are asking your Senate Bureau, the president of the Reburial,
yes,
15 prices.
Yes.
And you there. Can you imagine bitter cola is $100 for one?
You just starting bitter cola right now. In the market, you can see $100 fees. Feel what goes here. They look at the milk, I get almost 10.
But then why you voted for rescue?
I voted for change. You're not seeing the change.
But if you say you voted for change, during Joe we are done, you was buying bitter cola for sorry, don't cry. Sorry, don't cry, baby.
I tell the 40,000 trouble. I see people don't have me, don't tell me for the trouble. I owe you the teenage young man. I fell out the back of there. I did trouble. I didn't come outside the day. You got to put it on to me. You got credit on the back. And then I'm Why? Because the 10% increase. See, they pay the 40. Why you the winner? I said they help me.
Okay. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for talking to PNTV.
All right. So sorry to you, Martha Davis, and I for everything that you are going through. But in reality, for every decision you make, there will always be a change. What you may ignore is the negative aspect of that change. My Martha life has changed from a status of being able to earn money to send her children to school to that of a status of having nothing at all and owing people 40,000. That's a change by itself. Now, so change is very, it depends on what you are doing. So whether you made a decision or whatever it is, your failure to even take a decision will also affect your life. It will change your life. Even you took a decision, it will change your life. Something will have to change about whatever decision you make. So let's understand that. That's why when we are going to these things, we are telling you the positive aspect, the consequential effect of the decision, that if you don't do this, this is what will happen to you. We are direct and definite about it. Her anticipation of change was to better her life. Though there is a change that took place, but it's the opposite of that change that she had expected. So there's a change that took place anyway. She's crying because the current condition is very terrible than the past. So that's the kind of change that she's crying about. But that change is very much terrible. And that's bad, right? And we are watching to see what the government can do. It's not about calling her and paying her children's school fees. If you listen to what she said, she's talking about a condition that generally affecting the entire country. So even if officials of Unity Party saw this video and they saw her and they are touched by it, it doesn't solve the problem. Her story is telling the story of what many Liberians, other Unity Party partisans that they may not have listened to, or they are not listening to, or they never have opportunity to listen to, like her, like she's doing, like her case. So those people are there. So her condition, the things outlined are what you should look at. If you want to solve any problem, it's not just wiping your tears only. No, it's about wiping the tears of every other Liberian who shares similar story. That is what you can do. Any Unity Party folks who want to make intervention, yeah, that intervention should not just be President Reburial for order. No, there are several other persons who are going through tougher conditions than even what she's experiencing. So you should be able to know all of that. So with God, all things are possible. And we think we are looking forward to seeing what happens. And at least 3, 4, 5 other friends of mine from the Unity Party, yes, they acknowledge they know her. But the fact of the matter is, I knew that she couldn't just put us there on camera to come, especially when she knows she lives in communities and so forth. But anyway, that's life. And we can clearly see that things are tough. And all of us, we are aware of that things are very, very tough. While things are tough and you listen to her, all of your chicanery you on, putting people in South Beach, it's not affecting her life. Especially the basis on which you are doing yours is completely fake. There's no basis, no legal grounds. You are not establishing nothing, no probable cause, nothing, absolutely. Every other thing you do is just witch hunt because you can see the traces of that. You get ready, you say you jump behind the other person. You get ready, you jump behind the other person. That's just all you own, and it's just childish. I don't know. This is a child's play government. So the lady crying there also, expresses that. And look at some of the things that they were talking about, Claudia. I follow some of them. The Unity Party guys, they are very terrible in reasoning. They are very poor in reasoning. And that's what I got to understand, that most of them, they are very dull, especially the ones that think that they are educated. Because it's about thinking that you're educated when, in fact, you are not educated by application. Because education is best assessed when you apply it. That's how you know one is educated. Application. That's the final thing. That's where you see every other thing you are learning in the classroom, the teacher will test you for you to apply it. Right? So application is not just passing in school, but How do you put your medulla oblongata? How do you put it to work? The absent of grace that you score, you are now left alone to have independent thoughts, to comprehend, to analyze. Whatever you analyze, when you put it aside, then we say, yeah, the guy is very educated. So the analysis are also part of the education domains. You got to analyze your thoughts, right? You got to analyze situations around you. Then when you put it aside, people say, what? The guy, yeah, guy for fun. The guy is very, very educated. Now they can look at you and know you're educated. It's not about showing grace, no. It's about what you pull from inside here. With no people coming, no. We're not seeing it. What you pull. That what you see when you're taking tests. The teacher will say, put all people aside. Take all the copy book. Nobody should have anything. Blah, blah, blah. They want for you to put it here to work now. That you must analyze the work that they're going to give you. When you finish analyzing that work, whatever you pull outside, what they will know that you are educated. So they're not depending on paper. No. That's how they will grade you. They say, take the papers away. You know, during those days, they used to tell. Take the papers away. Throw it. I don't want to see any paper. Your copy books, leave it outside. We don't want anything. They want you to process your mind. Process it. That the analyzation there. You are analyzing now. So you're about to put something outside. Then you apply it and say, what? That's for fun. That's it. That's education. So most of our guys are not like that. You know, I listen to most of the big UP folks. And when they listen to Clara, we are talking about how she used her husband contacts to whatever you know how they interpret it. They said a woman finished confessing. She said she used Reburial. She used her office. She used her office to get money from outside there, and then she put it in the Clara Whole Foundation. That they are not thinking. Look at that kind of dull thinking. Very dull. Very dull. The guys are dull in their thoughts. So, well, the woman used her office, wrote letter, right? Sent it out, right? And said that the office of the First Lady is doing XYZ, blah, blah, blah. I want for it to be XYZ. Now, the government of the Republic of Liberia has its own budgeting done for these things. You want to look at real public fund now. The government of the Republic of Liberia has its own budgeting done. There was nothing assigned to the First Lady's office. When you say somebody using their office and so forth to divert money, that means money that will, because you're talking about entrusted property now, misapplication. For you to say misapply, it must first be established that that person, there was funding entrusted to that person. Right? There was funding entrusted to that person. If you check your budget lines, and they say First Lady is supposed to, they put something in the budget, and they say First Lady is supposed to carry maybe 300 bags of rice to Bombay County, to certain children there for this budget year. But First Lady did not take the 300 bags of rice there. She took the 300 bags of rice, the money intended, she never bought the rice, she took it straight, and then she put it in cloud. That's the misapplication there. Right? Now, there are times, and some of you very dull here. Let me tell you today. Do you know that you can be in marriage and still have your personal property in a marriage? Do you know? You see, you're very dull. You're just thinking when you have an association and then your personal stuff is consumed into whatever status you have. No. You're very dull here. You see your problem? You will not learn anything in this country. Right? There are things you do that are your private ventures. Why you are still assigned to a public or whatever tax. You can be into your private ventures. Your privacy is not taken away from you as a result of you being attached there. No. Because number one, most of the things you do, because you have your own private life that you will always revert to. That which you are occupying now is temporary. So the Lord does not anticipate that you will consume your whole private life, suspend it. No, they know that your private life is your perpetual life. Your official portfolio is temporary. So they will never tell you, say, oh, you can't even know. You get your own private life to live. That's why when the government gave you salary, You can go and buy a horse and go and do your own thing in it, because that salary ain't using the office, and now the government giving you salary, ain't working for it. It gets into your personal. You get your own personal account. It comes from government account to your private account. To your private account for your private purpose, because the government still acknowledges, all the laws still acknowledges that you have a private purpose to execute. First lady knew that she has an office task to perform, and those ones she will use the office. That's why you see she was very smart in delineating or maybe trying to separate her office for her private life. She did that clearly. She set up her office. That office, you go there, whatever was happening, you will get receipt, you will do SYZ, and it's documented. And all the traces of documents, she turned them over to Katumu Bwakai. I said, this is a trace of what it is that came to this office, that were intended for the use of this office, and this is what it is. She tried her best. Today, ASA Katumu Hub Foundation. I won't even tell that thing. I don't even get down for that. Let's get the most serious thing. At door people don't even think that kind of way. The very door in their thinkings, then they can just sit down and they be talking about the trash. Who did it? What they call? Let's get to the major issue, folks. Tonight, why people are crying? Joseph Boakai is on a burial spree. I don't know, reburial or writing burial spree. And let me tell you this. Maybe that God just put it in my head. I will tell you this. I want to strongly believe that Joseph Boakai knows exactly what he's doing. You know, our country problem with the killing of president, it started with Doe killing president, Prince Johnson killing Doe, and Prince Johnson stay alive, and then so forth. So in Boakai, we're not thinking that Boakai playing all it in there. Why you think Boakai making it a priority? Boakai made sure that Prince Johnson too should die, so that he will be the one that will bury all of them one time. You see, Boakai is very wicked. Nima people, you'll be very smart. Boakai made sure that Prince Johnson dies. He made sure. Have you seen what we call fish out of water approach? When you take fish out of water, you know what you're leading it to? Death. That's what Boakai did to Prince Johnson. Fish out of water. Prince Johnson likes water. Prince Johnson likes money. His own son Jeremiah Kun said it. Every president that came, Prince Johnson will even tell you, say the president you to be given. So that water that Prince Johnson likes, Boakai took Prince Johnson out of the water and told him to live. And Prince Johnson could not live outside of water. Have you seen fish live out of water before? No. Prince Johnson knew exactly what Boakai was doing. He knew he can survive outside of that. That is exactly what happened. Boakai orchestrated and did everything about the death of Senator Prince Johnson, so that he will go on a burial spree, a reburial spree. Prince Johnson must die. Then I bury Prince Johnson. Then I get ready. I go on the other man's funeral or whatever it is. Send Prince Johnson kill Doe. We bury Doe. Then I go to Toba to send Doe kill Toba. That kind of funny, useless thing then that got nothing to do with the reconciliation and the intent. What is the reconciliation that in that? You have never reconciled with the people of Nima County. Boakai passed through Nima County, that now era that getting vote. Boakai first time since he won the election for him to have passed in the major towns, interpret them, stop there, meet people, speak to them, tell them, say, well, thank you, we'll look for time for all the kind, tell you thank you. Boakai flew through Nima County. Boakai knew exactly that he has already hurt the God of Nima. Kill Prince Johnson, bury him, go for Doe that he, Prince Johnson, killed, reburied him, then go for Toba. The guy was land of reconciliation that said that. But deep down in his own presidential behavior, in his look at his thoughts.
Is he reconciliatory? So you will know that. Look, Bwaka is doing these things on purpose. You may not know it, but it's spiritual, it's demonic. He took Prince Johnson out of water. He's dead. Goes there. The winter time, he returned to Nima. Is to bury Prince Johnson. He gets ready. He makes it his project to say, I will rebury Doe. He gets ready. He makes it his project. I will rebury Tobot. You see the kind of trash there? Then he says, it's done under the canopy of reconciliation. So all are supposed to sit under that canopy and think that it is reconciliation. That's a blatant lie. Bwaka is demonic. There is something about these things that are going on. One day you will get to know. These things that are no priorities. You're taking 100,000. Jeff or Doe bearer, rebearer, whatever it is, enters casket. All these things are made up for a purpose, and you will get to know soon. Bwaka is terrible. He's nasty. And that's just him. They went to go do funeral thing in Granger. And he said a symbolic rebearer. Good. To never have political party. What was Doe party name? Emma Vincent, my dad. What was Doe party name? Your name is. Let me tell you something that you didn't observe down there. What was Doe's party name? Your what they call now? Is that NDPL? Eh? Now Doe party there? Good. You are saying you want to memorialize or symbolically whatever it is. Doe had a political party. They were friends of Doe or whatever it is. These are moments, when you say you're doing burial, these are moments that you people come up to speak, to reflect. But they cancel out political party speeches down there. Why? I don't know. But you know, deep down, I knew why it was. Yeah? I knew why it was. Not only that they want to end DPL or whatever it is that they're supposed to speak there. But I believe that by allowing NDPL then to speak there, maybe, and not maybe, it was so good and we is smart that we didn't go down there because we had a trip pending already. He was about to travel. And we is not in the country. He has traveled. Right? Good. We has traveled. So that one is clear. Bwaka is afraid. CDC has already charged the grounds. Bwaka then thinking is that if they had allowed those speeches down there from party perspective of so forth, blah, 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 perhaps he had thought that we have sent somebody, Jangakuo, to go represent him to speak there. Because we are saying he will send representative. And he had also thought that Jangakuo, sorry, no disrespect to counsel Jangakuo. Let us know Jangakuo, who have stolen the show, had they just mentioned and called Jangakuo to come and speak on behalf of former President George Manawia, who would not have been there because of SYZ, the whole CDC would have stolen that show that day. Because like it happened in Nima County, Bwaka sat down there shamefully. The moment they mentioned we are named, the whole place, whoa, CDC people took over. And the CDC people were ready to take that show there from Bwaka. They're very smart. All that thing that you saw them doing down there, those are tricks. They are afraid. And I can assure you that when we comes back from where he is, we are made likely because the voices that they are hearing from the county, because Janga then went Maryland, they went so far. I think you get called about them in the southeast there. We will have a county tour. We will have a county tour. But whether you like it or not, you are President Bajet Tatu. George Weah is the original president of this nation. Currently, as we speak. George Weah. I don't care what you do. George Weah is president by endorsements. Your own United Party people. So if we have gone down there, you see the kind of funny thing that we have done. Oh, we are going to go there. This, that. No. We're not here for routine. We are going to look for good thing for the Liberian people. We have paid his dues. Boga is a dead man. Let the dead bury the dead. Boga is a dead man. That's why he burying the dead. That's why he found pleasure in burying the dead people. Boga is a dead man. Y'all go tell him. He's a dead man. Because the Bible says what? Let the dead bury the dead. Boga is dead. So as a result, he's more interested in burying his kind. What else y'all want me to say about that? Boga is dead. And you see some of the things that we can be talking. Boga is a dead man. So let the dead bury the dead. Boga is dead. Oh, because you're seeing him passing around like that, he's dead. Let him bury the dead. Simple. Nobody here for that thing there. He's a dead man. So let the dead bury the dead. That one is biblical. So the dead man is burying dead. Oh, that's not an issue. So what a big deal about that? Does Boga look at somebody who really living? When he said dead, maybe figuratively be speaking. But if you are alive and nothing happening, is an interpretation of being dead. Boga is a dead man. So as a result, he's burying the what? Dead people. So because that's a mandate from God. The Bible says, let the dead bury the dead. So Boga is a dead man, he's burying the dead. What's the issue about that? What's big about that? The dead will prioritize the dead over the living because Boga is dead. That's why he doesn't have time for you. He prioritizes his kind because he's dead. That's why he is burying the dead. There's no rationale behind this whole thing. No disrespect to the top, the door, or whatever. They may find pleasure in it or whatever it is. That's just complete trash. There's no rationale behind in this time and age, especially a government knowing what exactly they're going through at this time. He doesn't have any priority. Boga doesn't have anything to show. Look at a project is to bury dead. The dead burying the dead. And a big project he has. A Boga's project. So what else we can talk about that one? And a Boga go bury dead man or whatever it is. Who get time for that thing? Yeah, Boga bury people. Who get time? Boga will continue to bury that person. The same way Boga burying this country. But in one country, you will not bury the country. Boga is politically burying this country. Boga is burying this country. Boga is finishing this country. But the last burial you want to do is this country. And Boga will be stopped from burying this country because now Boga is a dead man. So as a result, he's burying the dead. But we will not die here, but Boga burying us. So as a result, since we not die and Boga burying this country, since we not die and Boga won't bury us, no, we will not agree. And we will not agree to that burial. Because Boga whole intent is burial. You know, that kind of thing. How you look at that kind of man who has no future? He's already gone, futureless. Then you gave whole country with life, breath, everything in it, with energy. With if you look at the demographic nature of this country, the youthful population of this country, it speaks to the zestfulness of this country, the youthful population in dominance. It speaks to the zestfulness nature of this country. Then you take that zest, you take it, and then you give it to a futureless old man who's practically is almost dead. So as a result, he finds pleasure not in you, the living, zestful, youthful youth. He has pleasure in burying the dead, his kinds, because he's dead. You see, some of the things we are talking here, some of you will not understand that God telling us to talk because we're not scared. And God look at the people who have the courage to speak, to make it work. And people like us, we are here. He finds pleasure in the dead because he's also dead. He doesn't find pleasure in the living. No. The Bible says our focus should be on the living. In fact, in the story of Lazarus and the rich man, and it said Lazarus died and the rich man died when he went to heaven. They say the rich man went to the fire, then Lazarus went to heaven. Then the rich man was suffering from fire. Then the rich man saw Father Abraham and asked them, say, oh, I want for you to please help me. Though I know whatever it is, but I want for you to please send Lazarus to my brother there on earth, so that they will not end up the player. And what was the response? It says, we that here, our own line is still right here. Let the living there talk to the living. If the living now want to listen to the living, that their business, and they will end up with the dead. So you see, let the living talk to the living. That was sermon there. You take that sermon and carry. They said, they said, let the dead bury the dead, right? Then, y'all listen now. That story I'm telling you now. They responded to the rich man while you were in a fire. They said, nobody can come from here and go down there. Nobody can come from here and go way down. They get Moses and the prophet, then they are still living. Then the living talk to the living. If the living talk to the living and the living now want to hear the living, then the living will end up to the dead. That's what it is. Buckeye, is somebody who's dead. So he has pride. He has pleasure. He can see his vision and see his kind. No, every night Buckeye sleep. He can see Doden. He can see all the people that are his friends. Then they sleep together. He's seeing them. He's closer to them. So they see each other, all the time. They are seeing each other. So the dead is prioritizing it because of where he's going. Where you will go is where you prioritize and prepare your future. Baka is preparing his future in the dead land. So as a result, he is going there. So as a result, what is the issue about it? Why will you see the living struggling? You're not reconciling with them. You're not reconciling with the living, but you are reconciling with the dead. If you are not dead, why would you want to reconcile with the dead? Or if for any reason you have no future interest in the dead people, why will you want to reconcile with the dead? Because all of you sleep together every night. Walker sees them. You people don't see them. That man is carrying battery. He's not like you and myself. That's why you see some of the cruelty you see. Look, the man is not full strength human being. He got robot inside. Have you seen the robots? Have you seen the robot? The man, partially he has machine inside him that operating. He's not normal human being like you and myself. So as a result, he's half into the dead people land already. Here they can be communicating. So as a result, he telling toward them, say, when you come down there, I just want to tell you when you come there so that you will be able to give me ransom welcome. Because me now we all of the things. That's the problem. Why will people be hungry? Buaka is taking 200,000, 300,000 and saying doing a reburial. Why? Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself this question. And now what about you say you reconcile you? Look at how wicked Buaka is. He's not reconciling the living, he's reconciling the dead. Look at the sense. Look at the sense in it. You're not reconciling the living, but you are more interested in reconciling the dead. If you are not dead yourself, then what more then can we say? Buaka is angry with the living, but want to make peace with the dead. If Buaka himself is not dead, what will make him get interest in the dead? You see, when we are saying these things that God's speaking to us, so because the places God can take our eyes, people like you don't even qualify to meet them, because God look for people like us and look at what he thinks he can see and he can place in us to talk freely, clearly. As I said, what the rationale behind it? That is Omaya crying. You're taking 100,000, giving it to dead people. Because now the children are giving it, that is dead people you're doing nothing there for. It's not for the children, it's not nothing. Because there's nothing else you can give from there. So stealing and thinking they are on. Thank you so much, Robert Black number. Yeah, so stealing and thinking they are on. You see that and said, oh, the dead people won't party, they will not talk. Because the idea when I steal their money and give it to the dead people will not talk. Say, oh, I'm not receiving it. Don't will say, look at the kind of witchcraft attitude Joseph Buaka is involved with. Stealing business, he's just involved with. Going to these places, doing these kind of things, so that the dead body can talk. Because he knows that when he comes to us, the living, and say, oh, I spend the money on the side for the Liberian people, whatever, will say, we not see it, whatever. But the dead people, because on dead body people can steal. So as a result, you say, I will steal my own, the children will steal their own, or the family people will steal their own, everybody will steal. Everybody, he just assumed, but not all the family people are rogues, no. Some of them get integrity, they ain't get time for routine, and they will respect you because you are president. That's what they will show. But you are somebody who have lacked priorities. And again, who determines what is priority? Because you know your priority. Your priority is to deal with the dead people. So as a result, with the living people, you don't even get time for us. Because Boga does not appreciate life anymore. In evidence, listen. They say hearsay is not admissible, right? But you know, one of the pieces of evidence that is a hearsay that is very admissible is what we call dying declaration. You know why they do that? Okay. In the thoughts or in the understanding of the framers of the law, dying declaration, let me explain it first. Dying declaration is that last statement you are making when you come in die. And for it to be admitted, you must die. Right? So that last statement you are making before you die, or that last statement you made before you die, either you are on sickness bed or something like that, then you just say, oh, they never that caught me here and I died, that John Brown saw, that statement will be admitted. Though you're not there to testify to it. Right? Because every statement made, it must be qualified by somebody in court to come and stand there and say, I saw this thing, I seen it, that kind of thing. Right? A dying declaration that you must die. But you know what the people think? They believe that anybody who come in die, they don't have any reason to lie. Because the issue there is they don't appreciate the word anymore. They don't have any respect for the word. Because the only reason sometimes we lie, because we want for the word to respect us, we want for us to still live in the word or whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. That's when we appreciate the word. But the person who come in die have no appreciation of the word anymore. So anything they say, it is assumed. In fact, it is established that that statement is fact. Right? So that's what they say. They say anybody who come in die, any statement they made, that statement can be lie. It's the same thing with children. They say some children. Me, I know some children again, but they said children, they don't appreciate the word. So there's no reason why they will lie. So Bwaka does not appreciate us the living because he's already dead. He has no reason to believe that we are important. The only people who are important to Bwaka now are the dead people, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, he does not appreciate the living because he's dead. Because I see no reason why. I see no reason why. All the rationales I can be pushing, those are some of my legal stuff that I can be blending. So that's the issue. So what the issue? He will always do that. You get ready, you chasing people, you do on this side, you cutting your speech, you this, that, and you say you're reconciling the dead. What is the logic in that? What is the logic? If you can tell me. Because he's burying. You get ready, you go on this side, you do the one here and there. Damaging this whole country, burying the country, but at the last place you won't carry a burial. Joseph Bwaka is practically burying this country because he's noted for burial. You know, people who come and die, their future home is that place. So what they will do, they will come for you. You the living, they will rather take you to drag you there than to allow you to stay. So what Bwaka doing now, he's taking all along to his grave. He's taking the entire country along. Do you know how many people have died? Thomas Enrich, the guy they accused in the Asson case, his mother practically got frustrated, depression, and everything. She died. That is Bwaka's only. Sending people to where Bwaka going. He doesn't appreciate the living. He doesn't have time. Do you think Bwaka really cares about you people? Look at Bwaka Yara ghost camp. Does Bwaka have time for you people? Yeah. Does Bwaka really have time for the living? All that thing you're seeing, you already look at him for truth. All he acts, his conduct, and whatever it is, the man has damaged this country. He has breaking down the judiciary, make it to look in a way that people don't want to respect it or so forth. So terrible things Bwaka has done to this country. Honor his watch. Burying the country along with him. Because he doesn't have appreciation in a living. So as a result, Liberia is being buried little by little. And Bwaka is dragging Liberia along with him where he's going. Look at the water situation today. Though it's natural something, I don't want to blame it on government like others would do. But these are the areas. Do you know how many people were homeless today? You're taking 100,000, 300,000, Reburial. You know how many people you're supposed to be visiting today? You, Bwaka, go on this side in the other community there. Try to help them. Do you know how many? How many people are homeless today that you could take that money and buy mattresses and give it to them for them to sleep on it? You, Bwaka. Do you know how many homeless people we have today? And at the 7-day ring, we're discussing here, so it even start because they want to just stop. Now the 7-day ring can operate. That's just one day intro. That's just introduction. You sat right here, Mr. President. Your head of disaster management, he preempted that this winter season, there will be a lot of disasters all over the place. Instead of you saying, look, while it is true that these disasters will overwhelm the nation, as president, I will not allow myself to be what I call, let's prepare and see what are this winter season when it passes by, and then we see the level of damage that it is done, then we'll always do. But the issue about the reburial or the burial thing, no, let's leave that thing. But Joseph Bwaka is very much, the old man is terrible. He's terrible. He's terrible. There are people who died. There are people who died. Do you know people that these people too killed? They also deserve reburial. Are you willing to go for them? They put 13 persons on a pole and kill them. So in the spirit of reconciliation, what we are did to memorialize those people dead is to say, you know what? We'll build a sports park. Because that place, the last thing people can remember that place for is without 13 people there, we bury them. Today, when people go to that sports park, they never think about those 13 people because that pole that used to be standing there as a symbol of our dark days. We are saying we'll take it from here and then we'll just have some kind of lay something in the center. So you see what we has done? People go there and play. That visionary people that they hardly can think. You Joseph Boy, you go waste money in Grand Jide County. You go waste money. What is there? We are only decided to memorialize those people who died on the beach. Those 13 persons that were killed by George Weah, his godfather, Samuel Doe. The best thing we could do to reconcile to say, look, we'll build something here, then we just put inscription on it with these people there. At least people will come here and play. Somebody with vision, that how the person can think. That George Weah did that one. You, all the money you took, what did you go do with it? To steal. That's all. Now we are. That is how we are decided to say, look, these people that die here, yeah, we can do this. And of course, take up these, let people come and play, here. And that's what we are did. That era, that okay, the 13 people. That's what we are did. See reconciliation. You get ready, you woke up, take the country money, just ran out of town, go, come back, nothing sound, you passing around here acting like you're doing reburial all over the place. Well, you see, the old man is very terrible. You will not even understand him. That God brought people like us at this time and age for this kind of old man that God knew have existed at this time and age. And me, let me tell you, Jesus, my only prayer for you, or my only thing that I can wish you is for you to live till 2029. So whether you legacy, you want to bury people because you think you won't go, you're not going anywhere. You will stay right here with us until 2029. You won't go, you can go after 2029. But not now. If you think you're doing it burial and thing because you won't go, you're not going. If you're preparing your place, there's a song that say, I see the sun turning on the mountain. I see him shower every day. And they say, hear the voice. The Bible, the song that we used to sing them when we were in like. He said, he hear the angel saying, prepare ye the way. Bwaka is preparing a way because they playing going, but he lie. You're not going now. You see, look, you will live. And that's the only wish I can give you, Joseph Boga. You will live till 2029. So preparing yourself for where you're going, you lie, you're not going there. And you're not taking the country there in the first place. The country will live along with you. And you will leave this country with the life. Though the country may be scratched all over the place, like in the case of Job, where God said, I gave you Job. Do anything with him. The only thing I gave to you is Job life. Reburial life will stay. You like I said, you won't take anything from Reburial, but you will not take Reburial life away to bury Reburial. It will not work. Look, that's my wish for you. And if anybody will ever think sincerely from the depth of my heart, that's my wish for him right there. So live, take us to 2029. Even if you won't participate in 2029, no problem. Live, take us there. And not just taking out there, you like, hey, you won't participate, you participate. But the first thing I ever wish for you is for you to take us there. If my wish for you is injuring Jeremiah Kuhn and his darling super girl, who think that she will be first lady, she flying all over the place. Well, they have a remedy. They can go to God and lay and complain there. I am saying this is my wish. If it hurt Jeremiah Kuhn, that's a business. If it hurt his wife who want to be first lady or my Oma or Katumu, my Oma will live. Joseph Boga will live. We are going to 2029. So what will happen then? No, I don't know. My wish ends right there. And that is why it is. You see, this country is an interesting country. The very wicked people, they want for Joseph Boga to die. Me, I don't want for Joseph Boga to die. All your thing, let Joseph Boga be. No, his life will stay. Reburial's life will stay. Katumu's life will stay. And so what will happen to Jeremiah Kuhn, a wife or whatever, that one is up to them. But I'm merely focused on the leaders of the land. And I think they can take us there. And that's what we are looking for. I get problem with anybody else. No. This country, Liberians are suffering, and they're always suffering from the hands of politicians. But we are getting there. Finally, let me say this in passing. To the CDC people. Y'all know me already when I read the Thomas at all. I see something coming happen. I see something. You're not make a mistake. There's my candid advice to the CDC people. Whatever it is. Those of you who think, oh, you got to restructure. CDC. Yeah. If you dare try it, I am saying this, so that what God told me again, you can say again, I'm a political prophet. If you dare try it, and you say you're coming to restructure at this time and age, and you say you're coming poor people, let me put it down, I'm breaking it down, and you say you're coming poor people in leadership, who will be what they call, yeah, there, oh, let the other put for that, let put the other put that, what they call, mark my word. If you not give people position that they will use as platform to mortgage your party because of the poverty that Joseph Boga then bringing, don't call me AB. Do you know what Joseph Boga then has done? That's a clear political strategy. Let's keep the opposition hungry so that we make them to succumb easily. That's a strategy. That's another political strategy. You don't know? Be your people then that you think, oh, we lost CDC, we lost CDC. The people who claim that they lost CDC, and you see your BB people who thought that they lost CDC, and you see the finish going already. Be there. I mean, the people who claim that they lost CDC, these are people who get money today. Who have stood on the Joseph Boga regime and said, no, our party are made up, enough. We will not leave this party. That the people who have shocked you today because of government. Because of government. Then what more about the other one then who not get anything at all? Who some of them, they put them in government and they just work there small. They never go. Those guys who have left the CDC, who are very influential, will use them, and your CDC will be what? Wait. I'm not saying don't restructure. Wait. There is a testing moment. They wanted that can fit, and you will see them going. But soon enough, you see people who are in the executive terrain of the CDC, and you see how they behaving now. Give them more space. Let them weather away. Don't rush. I'm telling you, don't rush. You rush, you will give somebody reason to go and sell your party. And you will be very disappointed that person will be making big news. Oh, the guy who the president for the other intra-party, something here and there. The guy already resigned. He gone to the Unity Party. It will be a blow to you. Though you will say, oh, there's that, but for you to have elevated such a person, the person has done harm before you take them, or you're just making a person, leave them alone. Leave it alone. The party will set up by itself. It will set up. Things will set up. You can wait. I bet until 2028. Not even 2028. You gotta go far. We even go anywhere here. You see the one who used to be passing around. They calling themselves executive of the party, and you see them flip-flopping now. They're going all the way. So give them more space. Give them more space. You will see most of them going. And the one who pretending and they are stay around, you will catch them. Because some of them are sitting and you see them. I know them. You will catch them. Don't rush. Do not rush with reorganization. No, don't rush with restructure. You will be giving somebody bargaining chip. You'll be placing somebody at the table to negotiate with Jeremiah Kun. You'll be placing somebody at the table to negotiate with guys who have deflected. You'll be giving somebody that platform. Don't do it. Don't rush. Let them feel the pain. Let them see it. Let them say, you'll soon catch them. Don't worry. It will go on 2020 what? 2020 what? 2025, right? 2026. Yeah, by 2027, you would have seen most of them gone. Maybe May 2027, you can now restructure your party, preparing a phase that you will launch into, because the only time you can want to restructure party and if you don't have a single person that you have already. Georgia is the only one that we have. We're not going to any party convention to go determine who will be standard bearer. So why are you coming to country? No, leave that thing yet. Let that part rest. The only reason, because you're not marketing Georgia again. No, Georgia is already marketed. The only reason sometimes you fight for structuring of the party as early as possible is to start looking for a phase that you will start marketing. Why didn't you get a market again for 2029? Now, as we speak, even the very United Party people, they are marketing Georgia already. Why do you really want to go market for which you're fighting for restructuring this? You try it, you will post somebody in Jeremiah Kun bedroom. You will post somebody in, and you'll see, you will post somebody in Joseph Boga bedroom. Or you'll see somebody riding with Tomofala or whatever, who are the other people. You'll see them. Don't try it. You'll wait. You'll turn them. Let them what they call. Look, at that time, things will start setting in. Things will start setting in. Don't rush with any party structure to me and let Georgia. You see, Georgia, you're saying what they call, but it may get sense. You're not going to rush with anything. All the people that you see around the attitude, what they call it. Y'all see, you just wait. Don't rush with party structure. You will be giving some kind of opportunity to one man to go sit down in Jeremiah Kun bedroom to go be negotiating there, and there's nothing you will be able to do. Nothing you will be able to do. Eh? All right. Or into the wise is quite sufficient. Maybe God can tell me Martin, I'll tell you, hey. Or into the wise is quite sufficient. Let's get to the lines and interact with you, right? Yeah. Let me play my small song here. God is wonderful, people. Oh yes, we're here for heaven. There for heaven. Oh yeah, certainly. I'll tell you for sure. We are certainly getting there. Make your will shall pass for heaven. I see good for heaven. So we go be first. Now you will trust us. We never fear again. Give us today our day. Oh yes, give us today, Lord, our daily bread. Give us we never brother. Oh yes, certainly I love this one. We forgive who wrong us. With God, all things are possible. I always mention God's name, and I never call the name of God in vain. One thing I can tell you for sure: I believe in God. I live in God. I live ordained by God, right by his side. With God, all things are possible, people. We are certainly getting there. And let's get to the lines and interact with you. My own dad, Emoji Vincent, said, oh, yes, AB, that's true. Let the party be so for now. Oh, yeah, let's watch and see. Let's know the sheep from among the goats. Times are getting there. So we are getting there with God. All things are possible. You know, there is a unity party is the only party that I've seen like in football game. Anytime a team is defeated, that team focus is on the next tournament, right? Then the team that defeated and then play in the tournament will focus on the current tournament that they are in. But unity party forgetting about the current tournament, they go straight to the future tournament as though they are defeated like us. You see, anybody, and there's a scenario I just want to lay. That's a funny thing about unity party. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, and we know that tournament will always come periodically, right? And then they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Our focus now is preparation for the next tournament. So we are thinking about this tournament. The people who play in there now, until the tournament can end, they will focus on that tournament for now, because they get opponent, they got to meet the Liberian people. We now get Liberian people to deal with again, because Liberian people are the opponent you will now face. When you as a party, you go to election, and then you lost the election, you don't have any opponent to meet again, because the Liberian people are your opponents. You got to really win them on your side, right? Unity party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their teammate that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a accurate way. You know, everybody will not get sense, so they get one sense. You finish beating a man already. You get tournament to deal with. You get people that you should already be beating the tournament. Your opponents are there, the Liberian people. You're not focusing on them. Then the man you defeated, that the man you thinking about on our side there. Where did I want that from? Hey, second girl, let's go tomorrow or something, brother.
I mean, there can be no better analogy than what you just talked about. I'm telling you. I mean, you clean or you defeated somebody, or you concentrate on so much the person you defeated, than trying to solve the situation you clean that you defeated the person for. It's crazy. I mean, you can say it better than that, Eddie, trust me. And at the beginning of the show, Eddie, I listened to that lady. The very first time I listened to that video, Eddie, goosebumps came on my skin.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Eddie, and I'm glad that Akaras and other people manage, because whatever situation is that human being business, Eddie. Some people, like she said, they were deceived. They were definite, and hundreds of people like that lady around that were deceived.
You're right.
There were people that we were happy doing everything for.
Right.
At the end of the day, they were saying that they counted money. But they have people today in power that are working like we were doing. That the same contract money they earning. But what are they doing? You can't see it. So, you know, it was unfortunate. But the issue is, in passing, you talk about the first lady issue.
Yeah.
And you know, I talked about it last week, right? But you know, I traveled with the first lady on a couple of occasions in 2018.
Yeah.
When she launched the Cloud Hope Foundation. I went to China with her.
Okay.
When the first lady said that she used that platform, of course, that platform is a platform that anybody, even Joseph Boakai, will want to use if they're not seen. Because Joshua platform is a global platform that you can use to attract. Yes, exactly. If Boakai is seen, Boakai people not seen, they were going to say. But because they see, that's the reason. The first lady went to China. You know, the jersey Joshua playing for AC Milan, and the Diadora boot that he used to obtain the world best.
Yeah.
The first lady took that jersey, to China, and she raised millions of dollars from it. You know that?
Wow, you just telling us.
Yes, I was on the trip. She raised because the Chinese people love Georgia so much, and the people she was going to solicit the assist from, they said it was one of the best way to do it. They carried the jersey in the boot.
Wow.
Millions of dollars was raised. I was there. But not to say I have the video. We went to Russia. The first lady, the current, she was the former Secretary General of FIFA, Ms. Fatima.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Russia with Samuel Ito and everybody that were there. The first lady raised money using Joshua image. When the first lady raised that money, she could have taken the money and said, yeah, they bring the money, that me they give it to. I will go do something else with it. But what does she do? She did not use the foundation to attract money and use it for a personal reason. The man, when the first lady launched the foundation in Liberia, that day, one of the guys who lived with President Weah in Cameroon, and Joshua sent him to school up there until he obtained his master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
Today, he is the regional president for the African Banking Association. That make him come here, he can visit. He has visited on many occasions.
Wow.
That man brought people here from all around that day. Donated thousands of dollars to the Claro Foundation when the launching was done here that day. She could have taken that money and used it for different purposes. But she said, no, I want to leave a legacy. And that legacy is to the children from the dungeon of poverty. The legal lady that you must have saw speaking at that occasion,
Mm-hmm.
her mother, when you see that video, Ebi, oh boy, will come on your skin. You know how the mother used to feed that girl? So slavery, it's sad to say on the radio, but because the mother was on so much drugs, the mother born that lady used to go and feed that lady with feces. Yes. It's unfortunate that we say, no, some of these things need to be said. The first lady went and took that lady through a structure. You saw that lady speaking about, she could not even pronounce her own name. The children that are there, some of them came from Grand Bathor. Can you just name it? The father didn't got no link with them. Atumu Bwaka today, she have obtained over $34 million from the budget. What is the impact? What has she done with it?
You're right. That's the question.
What has she done with it? You can see what cloud we are, even though they're not government money, they were first lady office. The first lady, you could see the first lady office, the document like yourself in the program, Eddie, the traces are there.
Yeah.
In the transitional era, the first lady took Katumu all around and said, okay, this is what happened. The office of the first lady, these are things that we have done. The Clara Hope Foundation was clearly distinguished from the office of the first lady to use Joshua image. And maybe I've used Joshua image.
But who would not want to use Joshua image?
Yes. I've used his image. Today, as a private citizen, maybe use Joshua image to attract from people. And constructing a bridge that connect Madino Kota and Datutan in Kakatan.
Wow.
That Joshua image are used to reach to that level, to attract people. I can call and say, I want to do this. So if now we are use of Cosmo image, What's wrong with it? Like you say, because people are so narrow-minded, people are so engulfed with hatred. They don't want to see nothing tangible happening for this country.
And Sekou, as you were even speaking, you just carried my mind to something. When Joseph Boakai took sick, George Weah used his platform to raise money from people to send Joseph Boakai to hospital. Why did they reject all the money?
But I want to say that one before they say, oh, that Kalasco say.
No, but they may always use a platform to help. So what a big deal about that? Now we have responsibility as president to send you to hospital.
So say when he uses platform, raise money and say he 150,000 United States dollars. When he came back, he brought receipt. He said, I spent more than 150,000. He brought receipt. He said, I'm getting the money he spent.
Oh, you sure about that?
Oh yeah. Oh maybe I can say something.
For your own life.
Yeah. That one made me say I give out on the paper. He said, yeah, thank you, but I spent more than that. So he had a receipt and said,
yeah, you living with Joy we are.
Yeah.
Your own good somebody do for you, but you don't have yourself. Then because you spend more, then you say people pay that more. But so what?
Pay that. That thing said me, I said no. I give out on the old man. Yeah. So the first lady has always used the hospital platform, even when George Weah was never doing anything. And then when you see some of the kids that we have took from Basel, so they are in schools, they took them from their country. You see the children now, they were born in what people learn in Ghana, different places, going to school. But the platform she used, she didn't use the platform to destroy the country.
No.
She's using Joshua platform to improve the life of the vulnerable children.
Wow.
So I just start to make a point, Eddie, that yes, I traveled with the first lady on 3 different occasions, and those 3 occasions were to raise money for the Clark Hope Foundation to be built. And the Clark Hope Foundation is built without a single cent from government offer. And that Clark Hope Foundation is here to stay. Clark Hope Foundation is here to transform the life of the underprivileged and the children that have never seen good life. I was astonished by some of the way the children there speak. I have to say, the in foreign school.
I know certainly, Sekou.
Thank you so much, Eddie.
Thank you, Sekou. The one that you came in with a Boakai saying was pay for your money for your own good. I've never seen that uselessness before. So where in the world, you help somebody to send a person child to school. Then the person say, oh, my child, I pay more school fee for my child, but I want for you to pay that one back too. What kind of size? You know what I useless? So somebody get you 150,000 to go to hospital. You spend more than 150,000, then you say the memo help you. What kind of thing? Let's get to the lines that you talk with y'all call us. Hello?
Yeah, my name is Hussein.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Hussein.
I'm Hussein Kew. I call from Jacobstown.
Okay.
Yeah, so I listen to the different talking points. So the one that has to do with the reburial of our former president and the former first lady. So I want to say thanks to the government and the president, and a very big one to the people of Grand Chile. I saw in all of the villages, the people was embracing the president and the government for, the reburial of their son, not just a son, but the former president of our country. So, Eddie, I'm yet to understand why people will want to criticize a mood that is in line with reconciliations. So over the period, we've been talking about reconciliation. The president should reconcile this country. The country is not reconciled. So what can we do? Everything should have a start point. And I think this is a start for our country.
So,
the people,
the president. Okay, why is he not reconciling with the living?
So
he and Joria are not reconciling. Do you think the relationship between he and Joria is okay?
No, I can speak to that because man, those leaders start behind the scene.
I beg you, man. You see, move for here, man. Please go on outside. I beg you, Papa. I'll be talking behind the scene. Those two people talking behind the scene. We hear it.
I'm not privileged to say what are they talking on outside. I say perhaps they can talk.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Abi, everything should have a start. Even we that call on a different platform, on a different political party, you know that people hate some of the things I say on the radio. People now, even when I drop that line,
but you think a good thing you're talking, you think why you talking because I'm listening to you, that, or you think I really know the thing you're talking?
Yeah, but that's why you created a platform so that I can call and disagree.
Don't be talking all kinds of things,
right? To disagree respectfully. So how can we reconcile this country? It's for us in the churches, in the mouth, in our institution, right? There were reconciliation.
So that was led for you. So in your view, that was reconciliatory and that was most important. That was paramount.
Yeah, that was a start, right? I said it is a start of reconciliation. It's not yet reconciled, but it is on the path of reconciliation that I can say. So thanks to the president, thanks to the people of Grenji there, they did exceptionally well by accepting the president interact. They did what they could. So thanks to all of our citizens who supported this process.
All right. Thank you, Hussein. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing?
Abraham Gossi, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, boss. Go on, let's listen to you.
Thank you very much. This is Sidiki Kuban. You can neighbor Sidiki. Calling to Maurice Farm.
Okay.
You see, Ebi, Mela has to kill. Don't listen to
No. I need that one there. Please go to the topic. Man.
That guy cannot listen, cannot reconcile with the living. You reconcile with it. So what you make, if last and said, I'm going to reconcile with our Jikwimba. Can you imagine?
You say what?
You want to rebuild Thomas Jikwimba.
When you try that one?
So, Mela, Baka, don't listen to that talk. Maybe we know what this country is.
Your line is a bit cracking.
All of witness see our men because our men they are reconciled with the party already. Don't leave the garden and wait to see what will happen next time.
All right, thank you. Let's get on to the next call. Sorry, your line was cracking, but I think we got something from you. And what are you doing? You sure you're doing that to yourself?
Hello?
Yeah.
Who are you, baby?
Yeah. What's going on? Let's listen to you. Say that?
Yeah. Yeah,
let's hear from you quickly, my lord.
Yeah. You see, you're saying something. Government, like, it's asking our first, former first lady, that she should get account of the money she uses in her foundation. And you said something. You can be in a marriage and you can get a personal property. It is true. But you know, what I keep thinking, what our whole mindset, because since you were born, he have working outside of government. Because all his achievement, all his things he have in government. So he's thinking that no one can get something outside government where you in government.
Okay.
So that he's thinking, so that mindset they come always. So anyone that works in government and you get a personal property before, you will not think that way. Because you will not think that just one way.
All right. Thank you, Malo. Thank you, Malo. Thank you. Let me get on to the WhatsApp line. Hello, how are you doing?
Good morning, AB. Good morning from Australia. How are you?
From you, man.
Yeah. Thank you for the show, AB. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for putting sense in our heads. Thank you for putting some knowledge in our UP people heads. Because I know they are useless. They are. I don't know how to say it, but I was there. AB, my question is, the one guy and his wife just sit and get everything on the silver platform like grown people?
That's why it appears to be
on the silver plate. Yeah. So they just want to sit there, they do everything and take care and give it to them. What can people think? She was vice president wife for 12 years, and she get a foundation. She had never done anything for the children, even locally. The coal water she was selling, she could not distribute among people that were living around her. The coal she was selling, she could not look at all people in her community and say, today I will give one plastic bag each to the old people in the yard. But today, she's a first lady. She cannot afford to do anything on her own. But she wants the thing that Claudia put down there with her own money, with her own sweat, with her own knowledge. No one intelligence caused her to do such. She wanted on the plate to give it to her. Is Waka and White not ashamed to live in that kind of life? Are they not ashamed that everything Joshua did in our country, he and his wife must follow and take it from Joshua and put a name on it? No one went into the hospital payment be on bed sheets. Right. Where in the world, where in our life, where they have done that? What are these people? Down to the woman in car, she wanted. Isn't this shameless? Couldn't we ask a woman how you got this car, but she just jumped because she wanted a woman car? Is these people really smart or they get things in their head? And brother out there, who burying people, he's not just to fight like friends. So he's a day by day person, as you can say. When they bury, he will be there buried. So when he buried all the people that were killed in the world, the 13 men that don't kill on the people, will he bury all of them? Those that died, the AMS that died, will he bury all of them? The 250,000 people that died, will this man bury all of them? Because we all need our people great. Baby, thank you.
All right, thanks, man, for your contribution. I appreciate that. And we are getting there. Let's call her. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you, Chief. Yeah, that's one. You say you must rebury who? You say you must rebury who? No, but when you will be reburying Todman, and Todman were buried already? Hello, how you doing? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, hello, how you doing?
This is Burma William. Now join you for my resident in your life.
Okay, Burma.
Evening to Jose Kiawu that the Lord said will be 3 times
my man, leave my brother. Yeah, go ahead, my man. You may go ahead. Hear my brother.
So your life. You know your life. One of the things that really catch my heart this evening is the recording that you played from the home. That she was complaining, even crying, going as far as crying. And you know one thing you said also, she said she would never change. And it is true, as you said, she has gotten the change. Yesterday she was able to pay her children's school fee. Yesterday she was able to buy that for cheaper price. Yesterday she was able to buy her lamp for cheaper price. But today she has changed the price. So she voted for change. And you know, she was like, let me say, good evening to the government, which is President Imam for their project, which is the Reburial project. on the late president role that was trusted because it was under Ghana for the river, or it was unsafe for the man.
No, maybe Joseph Boga flew. Joseph Boga turned to Niji. He went in the water and took it from there, brought it and put it in his sonnet. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right, thanks. Let's hear from you, LP. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, bro. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just come here, bro. Not easy.
I know. It's not easy. We get in there. Go on.
Yeah, man. They win pure today, man.
Yeah, they really want 2 10s, man.
Telling you. But you see, AB, sometimes people that claim that they get so much experience, your people in actual poverty. Today, look at a woman that crying on the radio. The woman is crying that, yes, I voted for change. I voted for days. And she's not getting nothing, AB. That's why you see that woman is crying. AB, then you go and take almost 200,000, 300,000. Just to go bury empty grave. What is sense in that thing? Why is the United Party people they claim that is so clever? They claim that they get sense. One sense that they get. That's why they people to elaborate people. To be honest, AB, I can't go use that type of money at that particular time where your people at your property, your people is spinning. You see some other schools there, actually stepping on the ground. You can't even say some other school, all the jobs they grant you going, you will not even do nothing there to come back. To the way look at you do to our people. It's wrong. The people trust you. People believe in you without expectation. What you can do, you can make people be happy. They put disappointed in that when you see that woman is crying, pain. Hey, Joseph again. Hey, Uncle Joe, because you don't have teacher again. When you go out the way, you don't have teacher. This is why you do that. That's why you want to open the way. If you're really happy teacher, you're not going to this way. After you see that thing, hey, you see your guest say, you have to go check that woman. You have to go check the crowd where they don't even know. But you see your guest say, what says you're not get? All of your whole government. Your door that, then you see your work clean. Maybe thank you, man. So many frustrations can make you or you want to say some things, man. It's not because of you. We can when they want to use on what's going to happen, no. Feel away, but because of you, maybe.
Yeah.
But it will come a time we'll start getting paper.
No, I hear you use it. I'll tell you so much. Hello, how you doing? Hello. 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 Okay, sorry. Let me get on to this. Hello.
Hey, Teacher Lair, good evening from my end. Yeah. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, how you doing, Chief? Go on, let's listen to you.
Yeah, Teacher Lair, they hate the envy in this country. That's why I'm making that going anyway. Right. Understand? Joseph Walker was vice president for 12 years. He left Katuma, was second lady for 12 years. Joseph Walker as vice president is the first time in the history that his office as vice president received the highest budgetary support ever. The any vice president in the history of the world. After 12 years, Katuma Boga started to people started collecting money around on app to feed those people. They even a crowd bill through a husband image or husband influence. When she taking a less fortunate children, that why you want for Katuma Boga to move to start living. It's not going to happen. All the first delay around the world, when they leave, they stay maintain their foundation. They don't take the foundation to all the government. They only turn the office over to the new government, and the woman had turned the first delay office over to Katuma Boga. She can turn her foundation over. Name me one first day who had a foundation and turn the foundation over to government. They just envy. These people got nothing to offer Liberia. Nothing they have to offer. They're on the second issue they read everything. Well, it's not any reconciliation. So are you telling me that the 13 people that were killed on the pole, they will be reburied? So are you telling me that after he killed the people, he took the people property, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Defense? He said the people stole the money to build it. He took it to the government. So should Boga government to take Joseph property that the government has and give it to the government? So what's about the people that do murder at the Lutheran church? 1990, the men, women, children, babies that were massacred in the Lutheran church. Is he? He's going to rebury them to you? This guy the old man just digging up all wounds. That's all he's doing. He's just digging up all wounds.
But we just waiting. Inauguration day, they may go in, choose one to go clean Joe grave. Anything is starting something, he will clean all the people.
What the fuck? All the country, you getting people 150,000 now to bury the empty casket. But let me not waste your time. Reorganization Foundation is the woman personal activity she had outside of her role as a first lady. The office of first lady was turned over to Katuma Bwaka. That's what she did. She met her foundation, and her foundation was sponsored from her husband's image. So the government got nothing to do with it. Is that the only development they're looking for the both of? It's not going to happen. Bwaka.
Thank you. We can hold you at that. Thank you. Let me get on to the next caller quickly. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, how you doing?
Boss man, yeah, go on. Let's listen to you, please.
Maybe, sometimes when people call and then if you listen to some of the others, like my brother from Cape Man, posting, they are talking about. Normally when people die, that's the time people reconcile. When people go in the area, that's time they speak all their things, and then reconciliation takes place. So let's agree. For the benefit of the doubt, let's give it to Joseph Wahai for his reburial to say it's a path to reconciliation. Who is it inviting to that reconciliation? Who are those coming that are supposed to come and be part of the reconciliation? Are the people who were injured? There are people that died because of those that are coming to rebury. Are you calling inviting their family to come and be part and so that reconciliation can take place? So we should start teaching these things, baby. People are also being start teaching after the 5-year-old man. Where do reconciliation start? If you want to talk about rebury, it's not talking about taking out the Bibles. It's taking out the joy and go and rebury. No, we are talking about genuine reconciliation. Let me ask the question: maybe are you reconciling with the living or the dead? Because the dead are not going to restore to you. The living will restore. The living will make the ill better. So reconciliation should be about not the dead. But there's a part we find also. There's a we find also. So this very rebuilding thing is about political score, political gain. And it's not going to make any difference. And it can't happen. Because we want to tell on genuine reconciliation, when you are to tell and you are telling them the door, God is going to you to get it, if you are able to invent family that is affected because of door. There are children, there are people that begin wayward because of door. People from Green Judah got affected because of door. Did you call them? Did you invite them? Did you begin to say reconciliation? Did you call more people? Did you call the nation together? That we use it there for reconciliation. Come out and speak your mind. And let us bury this honorable man. Or it's about school political gain. Man, Muslim cows stop, man. Environment, stop. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. And folks, that's all the time specifically I can have for you. Because you know what? God is wonderful for all of us. And I'm going. And with God, all things are possible. We're here for heaven. And you see, we were sitting together. We are getting to heaven. 29 is that heaven on earth that we are getting. Make your kingdom come. Oh yeah. And with God, all things are possible, people. So until we are back here, God willing, tomorrow with another edition of the show. I want to wish you all the best. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's going to be the 1st of July, 2025. A brand new month is going to kick off on tomorrow. For all those born in the month of July, happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, bye-bye to you. You have a pleasant night. Bye-bye. Forgive us, we know the whole project. As we forgive
among us too. We make your heart, we follow you. Lead us, no let us fall for trial. Save us from